Look for the big red fire truck in the front yard.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12 live at 5.
Downtown Augusta is full of development projects and construction work. We're breaking down what's in the works and what still needs to be addressed.
But first, it looks like this could be the last dry day until next week. I mean, Riley, we already see the rain coming in behind you. It's already affecting holiday events previously planned for the weekend.
Yeah, the big question is how are we faring for tonight? We have a lot of events, tree lightings going on tonight as well.
Well, guys, I think it was the right move to move those tree lighting ceremonies to tonight because tonight looks completely dry. It actually will be really nice out for the rest of this evening. Temps will be chilly, so feeling like Christmas for us will be in the 50s and 40s the rest of this evening and tonight. But you can definitely see that big area of low pressure that's tracking across the country, and that is going to bring us some decent rain chances starting most likely late into the day tomorrow. So it may be kind of a waiting game for this rain to show up as we head into Friday. The reason is we have a significantly dry air mass in place right now, so that's what's going to be eating away at a lot of this moisture that's trying to push into it. So that should keep our rain chances very limited the rest of today and at least the first half of our Friday. Once we get closer to around this time tomorrow, that's when rain chances look to be a little bit higher for us here around Augusta and most of the region. And that will continue into Friday night and most likely last through most of the day on Saturday. Here's the way it's shaping up. So in towards tomorrow morning, we're staying cloudy out there. Rain will start to be moving into West Georgia right around daybreak. Just continue to push east as we head later into the afternoon. You can see the rain chances right now looking to favor mainly the northern CSRA as we head just past lunchtime, and then those shower chances just kind of push a little bit further into the CSRA by tomorrow evening. But if you are heading to the tree lighting ceremonies tonight, we have one downtown Aiken off Newberry Street, Columbia County at Evans Town Center Park, and also at Fort Eisenhower near Barton Field. Temps 50s right now, but we'll fall into the 40s once we get past sunset within the next 30 minutes or so. So great weather out there this evening. Current temps in other spots, we're currently at 58 in Saluda, 56 in Evans, and right now the cool spot at Bushfield at 52. Have a look at that weekend rain for you in the full forecast. Let's get a quick update on your first alert traffic.
And now, first alert traffic.
All right, here's a live look outside of our studio. Still dealing with a few of these high-level clouds, but they are starting to push east and could actually make for a pretty sunset. Luckily, not really seeing much traffic impacts. Riverwatch Parkway, actually tough to find a car on the street right there. And I-20 eastbound and westbound lanes, not too much traffic there either. Looking out towards Grovetown, exit 190, Lewiston Road, just kind of the usual hustle and bustle and not that long a line kind of backing up onto the interstate there on exit 190. Have a look at those rain chances for the weekend for you, just about 10 minutes.
Thanks, Riley. Downtown Augusta is continuing to grow from businesses to new attractions like the 5th Street Bridge and a zip line on the way.
But not all of Broad Street is developing as quickly as some parts, leaving vacant buildings and eyesores all around. Our Hallie Turner is live in our newsroom. And Hallie, what is the Downtown Development Authority doing to address these concerns?
Well, Upper Broad Street has seen a lot of growth from the Hyatt House Hotel with a rooftop bar and Tiffany Blue's dress shop opening in once an empty storefront. But the DDA is steadily working to grow Lower Broad Street, and they're looking to the 5th Street Bridge to do it. And since 2021, nearly 150 new businesses have set up shop in downtown Augusta. Margaret Woodard says they have put all of their focus on adding living spaces, service stores, restaurants, and more to keep people out and about. She says ziplining is just the start to expanding the new footprint of Lower Broad.
When you have empty buildings, especially large ones that used to be department stores, they become eyesores and really stand out, so people don't notice as much all the new things that have opened up. So we want to do something about it.
And coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're showing you some of the projects underway and explaining what they're hoping is the halo effect for downtown.
All right, thanks, Hallie. Hearing a lot of exciting things. Ziplining is
absolutely.
a very cool idea.
And we're seeing so much housing coming to downtown,
Right.
which is going to help support that and a lot of the businesses. Thanks for updating us on that, Hallie. Well, one of the largest security companies in the nation installing AI body scanners is hit with a new lawsuit. Evolved body scanners are used by schools and venues across the country, including South Carolina and Georgia. But in a new lawsuit claims that last year, Evolved scanners in the plaintiff's high school missed a knife on another student who later stabbed the plaintiff. The documents go on to say that Evolve previously had a third-party test how effective its scanners are. The study found the AI was incapable for
Hearing a lot of exciting things. Ziplining is a very cool
and
idea.
we're seeing so much housing coming to downtown,
Right.
which is going to help support that and a lot of the businesses. Thanks for updating us on that, Hallie. Well, one of the largest security companies in the nation installing AI body scanners is hit with a new lawsuit. Evolve body scanners are used by schools and venues across the country, including South Carolina and Georgia. But in a new lawsuit claims that last year, Evolve scanners in the plaintiff's high school missed a knife on another student who later stabbed the plaintiff. The documents go on to say that Evolve previously had a third-party test how effective its scanners are. The study found the AI was incapable for detecting every knife during the trial, but the lawsuit says Evolve told the plaintiff's school district that it would detect knives. The FTC is also investigating Evolve's marketing practices. While no schools in our area use Evolve body scanners, huge venues like the Georgia Aquarium and several schools in the upstate use those scanners.
A county sheriff pointing to a suspect's recent crime spree as evidence that there's a problem with our justice system. Justin Phillips has more than 60 charges on his criminal record. He was just released on parole in September. Authorities say he then went on a 10-day crime spree that included stealing $1,400 worth of merchandise from a store, kidnapping, stealing a truck, and leading deputies on a chase before he got away. Phillips was finally taken into custody Tuesday, but according to the Spartanburg County Sheriff, he should have never been on parole in the first place.
You got a broken system that just simply won't put the correct people in jail. It seems like if you are a teacher or somebody that a lot of people know and you make one mistake, we can't get you out of jail. But if you got a meth problem and stealing everything, we can't keep you in jail.
Phillips faces 21 charges in Spartanburg County alone, including armed robbery and 9 counts of assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature.
The lack of affordable, accessible, and high-quality childcare in South Carolina costs the state up to $1.4 billion annually. That's according to a new report released today from the nonprofit Council for a Strong America.
Our State House reporter Mary Green explains how lawmakers now plan to tackle what some call a child care crisis.
A new legislative committee focused on child care in South Carolina met for the first time Thursday here in Columbia. Lawmakers say one of their primary interests in this issue is how it affects the state's workforce.
For me, I think the biggest concern that I hear is the access. There are too few facilities, so obviously that drives up costs, which also decreases the ability for families to use it even if they can access it.
A report released earlier this year found nearly 1 in 5 South Carolina families have had to change jobs because of child care issues. Another report published Thursday says that leads to lost earnings, productivity, and revenue, hampering the state's economy. The new committee plans to hear from stakeholders in coming meetings and then develop potential legislation, regulation changes, and other recommendations. The Department of Social Services, which oversees child care licensing and manages all state and federal child care programs, says it would like to see lawmakers remove a current requirement in state law for caregivers in licensed child care centers to have at least 6 months experience as a child care provider to be hired.
We know that child care providers are having issues finding folks to work in child care. We've heard from providers directly that this is an issue that needs to be addressed.
The committee plans to meet at least once more before the end of this year, before the entire legislature returns here in January. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.
There are more than 2,300 licensed child care providers across South Carolina right now, but according to the Center for American Progress, nearly half of all South Carolinians live in a child care desert where it's difficult to access affordable care.
A new historical month.
It's been an unstable past few days for Newberry, South Carolina. The United States Geological Survey says the Peak Newberry area has seen 5 earthquakes just since Sunday. There were two magnitude earthquakes on Sunday, followed by 1 Monday, and then 2 yesterday. The area is near a fault line. Earthquakes are not predictable, but more could be expected based on how many have already happened just so far this week.
It's something we saw last year as
Yeah.
well. We saw a lot all in a row. It was You know, we were reporting on it all the time.
In a
Crazy.
small town in South Carolina,
Yep.
Charleston actually is on a fault line.
That's right. I've never felt one though when I was there. Well, battling college debt, one student at a time just ahead will show you how some students in Allendale now have the chance to get their hands on some life-saving debt relief. Riley?
Well, looking to stay cloudy and dry this evening and 2 tonight, but rain chances going up as we roll into the weekend. We'll have that full forecast next.
Time and temp. Beck, call me right now. Now at Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
The Black Friday sales event all month long.
15% off MSRP on new Rams, Renegades, and Grand Cherokees.
Get immediate credit approval.
Good to go Waynesboro.com. Introducing the Enovis NS1850D from Brother. Sewing, quilting, and embroidery in one powerful combo machine. It comes with a wide table for your larger sewing projects and features a new color LCD touchscreen display and advanced needle threading system. It includes built-in embroidery designs, lettering fonts, and a fun-to-use drag and drop feature. Purchase now for only $6.99 with free interest. Visit Jeff's Sewing and Vacuum, taking care of our customers for 33 years. And remember, you get free training for life when you purchase from Jeff's.
I would say that being a dad has really taught me what our clients go through. You know, once you have kids, the worst thing you can imagine isn't something happening to you. It's something happening to your children. So I want to be there to help others provide for their families as I do the best I can to provide for mine. It's just where you put your priorities. I'm J.D. Blevins with the Eichholz Law Firm, and my purpose is helping families.
Is getting vaccinated.
Urgent notice from Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
2.9% financing for 72 months during the Black Friday sales event.
Massive markdowns like never before.
Good to go Waynesboro.com.
Happening right now, President Biden and Vice President Harris are ushering in the Christmas spirit with the national tree lighting. In just a few moments, the tree will officially be lit.
Yeah, the national tree lighting is part of an annual tradition dating back to 1923. A tree arrived back on Tuesday, though a strong gust of wind actually blew it over that night. The 40-foot spruce is from West Virginia. Looks like we have some festivities going on there. People singing.
Right.
It's fun.
And here at home, there are several Christmas tree lighting ceremonies, including Aiken, Fort Eisenhower, and Columbia County. So a lot of this happening. Riley, what should people know as they head out the door tonight?
Hey, looking good to go tonight. Just grab the jacket. It is going to be a little bit cool out there. Temperatures in the 50s at the moment, but they'll quickly fall into the 40s. Now that you can see, we are getting right at sunset, so that's going to be dropping below the horizon, and then we're back to pretty chilly temperatures this evening, but we will stay above freezing, so not quite as cold as what we've seen the past couple of nights. Currently at Bushfield, we're at 52 degrees, and I would expect 40s if you're going to be heading out within the next, say, 15 to 30 minutes. If you are heading out to those tree lighting ceremonies tonight, once again, in the 50s at the moment, falling into the 40s by the time we get to 6 and 7 o'clock. And as we head later into tonight, we should just bottom out near 40. We're not going to see a significantly cold night like we have seen over the past couple. For Friday, it is going to be a cloudy start to the day and should stay cloudy and dry through at least lunchtime. The rain chances tomorrow don't really start to increase till we get to around this time tomorrow. So by around sunset Friday, and especially Friday evening, Friday night, that's when the rain chances do look higher tomorrow. All thanks to this bad boy. You can see this area of low pressure tracking across the country, actually bring the opportunity for some severe weather across the mid-south over the next 24, 36 hours. Luckily, we're not expecting a huge severe weather threat from this system, but it is going to bring us a good opportunity for rainfall by Saturday. Heading into tomorrow, though, again, the rain chances will just kind of be eaten away by a very dry air mass in place. So this is why our rain chances are going to just going to be a waiting game through most of the day on Friday before finally showing up as we head a little bit past sunset. Continuing into our Friday night, and then for our Saturday, unfortunately, it looks like a washout. We got a system that we'll be passing on through, bringing us some pretty high rain chances across the state. And this is where we potentially could see maybe an inch or two of rainfall between Saturday morning and Saturday night. The rainfall anticipated Sunday, still expecting widespread rain, but it's not going to be quite as heavy in nature. And depending on the timing of this front, we may be able to clear this out and see a little bit drier conditions by Sunday afternoon. But those temperatures do look to be warmer, close to 70 late to the day on Sunday. So for planning wise, temperatures tomorrow are going to remain chilly, waking up in the low 40s. We'll hang on to cloudy but generally dry weather until we get to around 4 o'clock. And then the rain chances do start to increase tomorrow night all the way through our Saturday and into Saturday night, and unfortunately into our Sunday plans as well. Now the flash flood risk, that is going to be in place for mainly Saturday. That's where maybe we could see some heavier downpours that could trigger a minor flood alert. Temperatures will feel warmer, upper 60s Saturday, near 70 by Sunday, and just expecting that rain to continue through Sunday, but finally get out of here by waking up Monday morning. Rain totals look impressive for some of us, maybe up to 2 inches, highlighted in purple right here, but I would say the majority of the area anywhere between 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. So definitely a good soaking across the area. We actually did have the latest update from the drought monitor today, and that will help improve those drought conditions in the northern CSRA. Next week, by Monday, we are back to dry weather. So that is an update for today. If you've been watching us the past couple of days throughout this week, we've been showing maybe the chance for some rain Monday, but that does look to clear out. So back to dry weather most of next week, getting chilly again with highs in the 50s by next Wednesday.
All right, thanks, Riley. College debt, it is one of the most crippling financial burdens Americans face today.
But now, as Taylor Martin explains, Allendale County students are eligible to receive life-changing amounts of scholarship money from a private fund.
Caden Wesley is a senior at Allendale Fairfax High School, a future service member who's now on the road to being a debt-free graduate of Clemson University.
Nowadays, people are in their 30s and 40s still paying student loans, and I didn't want to be one of those people that's always in debt, so that's why I was kind of glad that this scholarship is being offered.
He and other students just like him now have the Meeting Street Scholarship Fund as an extra resource, providing up to $40,000 in scholarship money per student, covering everything from tuition to housing.
An option was to attend the military and then go to college right after that, so they would pay for that. But hearing about the scholarship, I'm more of just going to college first.
In order to qualify, students have to live in Allendale County, graduate, apply for FAFSA, qualify for Pell Grant, and plan to attend one of 17 participating colleges in South Carolina.
The problem is so many families still owe $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 after all of the scholarships and grants and aid that they're given. So the Meeting Street Scholarship helps close that gap up to $10,000 per year.
Since 2020, they've awarded more than $20 million in scholarships to students in 11 different counties in South Carolina, and they hope to roll it out to the entire state. Reporting in Allendale, Taylor Martin, on your side.
And again, Allendale County joins 11 other counties who already have this scholarship, including other rural counties like Barnwell and Clarendon. Graduating seniors can apply for that scholarship starting in January. We'll have a full list of requirements and participating South Carolina colleges on our website, wrdw.com.
We hear about different scams to watch out for all the time, but they're happening right here in our area this holiday season. And a local who almost became a victim is sharing his story. Some news you can use next.
You could see a lot of your cars are out there actually hydroplaning. I think it's a dangerous situation.
Mama?
She's on her way, bud.
Hey, hon. It's nasty out there.
Yeah, I'm glad you're home.
Stay safe.
I will. Tell them to save me some.
When others head in, we head out. Dominion Energy. Get spotted with an SRP Spotted sticker and get $100. That's right, it's that easy. Get your SRP Spotted sticker or magnet from any SRP location and you could be spotted and win $100. Follow us on Facebook for even more chances to win with Spot Me SRP. Good things are happening at SRP.
We're in the thick of holiday shopping season, and that means scammers are doing their best to separate you from your hard-earned money.
And scams are happening right here in the CSRA. Our Sydney Hood shares a warning from a local financial expert who says he was almost scammed himself.
Before you hop online searching for steals and deals,
be aware and protect yourself. If there's somebody going after your money, talk to them. Just talk to them.
which isn't as easy as it sounds in this texting and messenger environment we live in.
If they're not willing to talk to you, danger.
He would know.
It was just as simple as at the last moment when we were looking at actually transferring the money. My wife was wise enough to say, this is $600. Let's make sure it's really them. And reach out to them and ask them how you met.
Then the big red flag was thrown.
Good things are happening at SRP.
We're in the thick of holiday shopping season, and that means scammers are doing their best to separate you from your hard-earned money.
And scams are happening right here in the CSRA. Our Sydney Hood shares a warning from a local financial expert who says he was almost scammed himself.
Before you hop online searching for steals and deals,
be aware and protect yourself. If there's somebody going after your money, talk to them. Just talk to them.
which isn't as easy as it sounds in this texting and messenger environment we live in.
If they're not willing to talk to you, danger.
He would know.
It was just as simple as at the last moment when we were looking at actually transferring the money. My wife was wise enough to say, this is $600. Let's make sure it's really them. And reach out to them and ask them how you met.
Then the big red flag was thrown.
And all of a sudden, the conversation changed where the grammar was not really good. There was a rush to take action. Quit wasting my time. If you want these, you're going to send me the money right now. The more urgent it is, the more odds are it's a fraud.
He thought he knew the person he was talking to.
Not realizing somebody had snuck in behind the scenes, taken over the account, and it was only when we were looking to transfer the money, you think you're talking to Fred Flintstone, and all of a sudden, Barney Rubble wants the money. Well, no, it's going to Fred, not Barney. Why does the name not match up?
So that's the key here. All it takes is one phone call. In Augusta, Sydney Hood, on your side.
We have more information on how to catch and report scams on our website, wrdw.com.
Well, after days of searching, 2 bulldogs that were taken at gunpoint Sunday are back with their owners. We brought you that story Tuesday night after an Atlanta man says 3 suspects approached him while walking his friend's dog. We're not getting a view of those dogs right now, but cell phone and surveillance video shows the suspects taking off with those dogs and then shooting at the dog walker who was not hurt in all this. Now we're happy to report that both Stogie and Scotch were found in a neighborhood by Good Samaritans.
Just so glad to have both of them back. It took him a few minutes to kind of realize who I was, and I knelt down, and then he started wagging and crept out of the car. It was amazing. And, it's one of the happiest moments I've had.
Now, the 3 suspects have not been identified this evening. We will keep you updated as the story progresses, but just crazy that they had their dogs taken from them while someone was dog sitting. It's just insane. Then get shot at, too. Thankfully, Good Samaritan spoke up and found them.
Yeah, so glad the dogs are home. An exciting update from the South Carolina coast. The new year could bring a newly completed pier for Surfside Beach. After years of construction, the popular pier just south of Myrtle Beach will be back open soon. The pier was destroyed way back in 2016. That's back when Hurricane Matthew hit the Carolina coast. This is video of the waves hitting the pier that day. Well, now Surfside Beach leaders say the pier should be finished by January, and the grand opening will be in May, just in time for the start of the summer season.
And that is quite the accomplishment for them to open that on the last day officially of the Atlantic hurricane season. And we are back with our latest winner for the Plunkett Heating and Air Sunshade Giveaway. Congratulations to Miranda Berry from Rennes, Georgia. To get your own sunshade, just go to wrdw.com, click on contest, and you can enter your email right there. Now look at that wet 7-day forecast just after the break.
Visit the all-new river on the Aiken-Augusta Highway.
Welcome back, folks. Live look over Beach Island. A beautiful look at sunset here. We do have a few clouds moving in, and that's going to be a sign of rain chances starting to go up as we head late into the day tomorrow. So I would imagine by around this time tomorrow, that's when the rain chances look better for us here around Augusta. Temperatures in the low 50s will fall to the 40s the rest of this evening, and we are looking to stay dry if you are heading out to those tree lighting ceremonies the rest of tonight. Temperatures will stay a little bit warmer tonight. We're only going to drop to near 40, so not the 20s like we've seen the last 4 mornings, and then expect the rain this weekend.
All right, thanks, Riley. Stick with us. We have more news, weather, and sports coming up after a short break as News 12 Live at 5 continues.
On air and online.